Hello everybody, this is ASMR. This is going to be a quick little video, but it will feature some pointing and some commentary on colors. This is showing off a new piece of art that I have done. Now, as some of you may know, I am an abstract artist. However, this piece is certainly not one of my prettier pieces. Instead, it is simply a piece that is kind of unusual, because if you look at it, you might notice that you recognize some of the pieces in it, little figurines. This is a piece that I am doing for a show that I am curating at a local cat cafe, and portions of the proceeds will be going to the charity that supplies the cats. This piece is going to be donated to the cat cafe, and basically it has little figurines of cats on it. So again, it's very abstract and crazy, but it's also very kishy, much more so than a lot of my other abstract work. And I just thought I would show it off to you because it's kind of strange, and it also has a little game associated with it. So I'm going to show you that now. So this is going to be very awkward to film because this is definitely one of my bigger pieces. As you can see, it is not on a wall right now. It is rigged to hang on a wall. It is supposed to hang on a wall, but when I tried to hang it up tonight, the lighting in here was just very bad, so it's just easier to show it to you when it's sitting down like this. But it is rigged to hang on a wall, and it is indeed three-dimensional. As you can see, all the canvases are popped up. My work is very known to be like this. I'll have to show you some of my more mature, fancy work as well. Maybe I'll make another video starring that after that, or maybe I'll pop that in at the end of this video. Maybe at the end of this video we'll have other work. But anyway, this piece will be hung up at the cafe with an accompanying little banner. So with this little piece, and I really don't like this frame. I got a really cheap gold frame here, and it's kind of falling apart, so before I take this to the cafe, I am definitely going to get a better gold frame. But anyway, right here, the name of the piece is Catafly. It was born or created on May 5th, 2019, completed on that date. It's mixed media, and these are the dimensions. This yellow piece here is just, this is where my name is, and I just blocked my name out for security purposes online. It will sell for $400, but I'm giving it to the cafe as a gift. It's going to the Golden Port Animal Sanctuary, which saves animals here in New York. So anyway, I wanted to just show you some of the things down here. As you can see, you see elements here like 5 feathered mice, 16 cats, 6 cat butts, 2 clear domes, 4 red hearts, 4 pink hearts, 3 gold coins with shamrock icons, 4 glittery gold circles, 3 shiny green shamrocks, 3 cat bowl toys, 10 bottle caps, 2 glittery blue circles, 3 blue gems, 4 red gems, 1 orange gem. So the way that this works, I'm going to move this aside. This piece will always be hanging next to the art, and people will come into the cafe, and this is a cafe that is really frequented by a lot of families, including people with very small children. Will be able to come in, they'll see this crazy thing popping off a wall. By the way, this is a clear piece of plastic, so this is actually another layer. It looks really freaky when you see it from the side, actually, so that's what my work is kind of known for. But anyway, this piece does feature some very classic sculptural elements that my work is known for, that are just very detailed and abstract. And if you have watched some of my other videos, you know I'm known for this kind of work. Abstract forms that don't really make any sense. There's a lot of paint mixing. Another abstract form here. But what makes this piece so unique and so strange is that within the abstract forms, we have figurines. So here we have a cat, and we have a pink heart and a red heart, and here's a cat butt into a bottle cap, as if the cat is exploring, but underneath here as if it's going into one of those Tuttle toys. Up here we have a clear dome and another cat looking like it's exploring a portal, and here's another cat seemingly hanging on the side. We have an orange cat here, we have a gold coin and a red bead, and then this crazy sculptural shape and a pink heart. And there is one of the green shamrocks surrounded by cats that are sitting on this giant cap containing sculptural forms. And then this sculptural form is actually holding a cat toy, and if you shake this piece, this will jingle. So there is a green cat ball here. If you go down here, there's a red cat ball with a cat sitting on top of it. And then over here we have a bottle cap with a sculptural abstract form. This is more indicative of my traditional work. And then up here we have a building block with a clay piece around it and a cat sitting on top. Oh, and then there's a blue ball here in between these two sculptural pieces. And then there's a cat resting on this sculptural form. There's a cat standing on the sculptural form. And if we come down here, we have more cats standing like another cat in a dome. You see the cat butt as if the cat is exploring a portal underneath there. We have this cat seemingly walking off the canvas. Another cat exploring a portal. No cats in here. A white cat here. This is another one of the gold coins that was mentioned. And the orange rhinestone. Here's the red heart. Another cat sitting on top of the dome. Another red rhinestone. Blue rhinestone. But then look here, see the feathers? This is a cat toy. It's a white mouse with a green back. This is a cat toy, a white mouse with a pink back. A white mouse with a yellow back. A white mouse with a blue back. And a white mouse with an orange back. And that's another thing that people are asked to look for. So essentially the goal, and then here we go, in between the sculptural form is another bead and a rhinestone. So the way that this game is played is that it's just like I Spy. So people will look at the piece and say, can I find the 5 feathered mice? And that's what we just did. There was one here, one there, one there, and one there. So there's the 5 feathered mice. And then the 3 cat balls are here, and here, and here. And then you have to try to find like the 6 cat's butts. So there's one in here, 2, 3, 4, and let me see, where are the others? 4, 5 in there, and I don't know where I put the 6th one. I'll find it eventually. But see, that's why it's fun, because it makes you, really look for stuff. I can't even remember where I put the 6th cat butt, but it's in here somewhere. But so for example, also down here we have 4 red hearts and 4 pink hearts, right? So you gotta find the hearts. So we have 1 red heart here, and then we have another red heart here, and then we have another red heart here, and then the final red heart here, and then we have 1 pink heart down here. Okay, and this is a clear top, so this is the 1 pink heart. And then we have another pink heart here, and another pink heart up here. So that's 3 pink hearts. And now we have to look and try to find the 4th one. And you see, I built this and I can't even remember where the 4th one is. It's 1, 2, 3. I know it's in here somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where I put it. And if you hear noise in the background, that is actually one of my cats. Oh, no. I'm not seeing the other pink heart. Oh, well, there's a 6th cat butt hanging out down here. You see what I mean? The more that you look at it, the more you will notice things. But this is why it's a lot of fun, because it really challenges people just to keep looking at it and keep exploring it. And, I still only see the 3 pink, so. But the 4th one is here somewhere. Okay, so then, like, for example, other things like 3 shiny green shamrocks. So there's a shamrock here, and there's a shamrock here. So there's 2, and there's the 3rd one. And another cool thing about this is that because it's going to be hanging from a wall, I made sure to put rhinestones in the bottom. I'll even look at the bottom here. Let me lift this up. See the rhinestones? So that way, no matter what direction you look at it from, see the rhinestones here and here? guys see something noteworthy, because it will be hanging from a wall, and if people are sitting at the cafe and notice it from the side, you know, I don't really want to see it. Some of my work is designed to turn 360 degrees. Technically, you could turn this 360 degrees. I just don't have it on a rig right now. But yes, this is technically one of the pieces that could turn. See? More rhinestones under here, all different colors. And again, this is a lot funkier and a lot more kishy than my traditional work. I will have to show you some of my traditional work. As I said, I'll put that at the back in this style. But because this is for a charity, and because this is for a cafe that is very family oriented in an area that has a lot of people with young children, I just think that something like this that is sort of a nice spy game is really important and really good to have. Because I think it will get kids interested in art, and I think that it will definitely get people's attention, and it will bring attention not only to my work but also to the work that the Cat Cafe does and the charity that they get their animals from. So just wanted to show you this very briefly. It's crazy. I don't really know if I would describe it as pretty. It's more just hectic and sane, but it's very playful, and I think it's playful, and I think it suits the theme that it's going for. So thus I think it is very appropriate to that theme. So thank you for watching, and please check back to my channel for more videos. Actually, this might not be the end of the video. I'll have to see. I'm going to try to film some other paintings and then put them at the end of this video. So if this video ends abruptly, you know I have failed. If not, keep watching. Okay. Thank you. Hi everybody. Okay, so this is another piece of my work. This is very simple compared to some of the other pieces I'm going to show you. But this is a piece called Desert Cataphony, and it's basically just in gold frame, gold canvas, and lots of oil painting on the bottom, very abstract. And it also features many sculptural elements that are glued to the canvas. And then these are drawings by me, and the drawings are held on the canvas with these little beads. Let me do it like this actually, so you can see it. See the way they're held up? So they actually pop off the canvas. So we pop off the canvas a couple of inches, maybe like half an inch. And then this is another sculptural form. This is again drawings by me. Now the weight of this piece, this here is a glass square, and it is being held up by these foam blocks, and they cover the piece. And as you can see, we have more polymer clay. This actually looks really cool because it hangs off, so it just kind of, whatever color you have back here, it goes against. So you have a yellow and red and orange and gold and little shots of green. And then there's little bits of like a plum purple in here. And this is just this piece has a lot of dignity. I think it's very deserty. Very controlled with colors. It's definitely not too out of control and out there, but very playful still, and very indicative of my style. And I have shown this piece off at a lot of places, and it usually gets a really good response. I had it showing at a bank for a while, and it was popular at the bank, which was really cool. But I have to be careful with this piece because it is glass, and here, and this can shatter. But yeah, so these are some of my, if nobody's ever seen my freehand drawings, these are my abstract freehand drawings. A little bit more here. So they're done with Sharpie marker. I just request that people try to keep this piece out of the sun because the Sharpie will fade in the sun, unfortunately. But yeah, so this is one of my pieces. And I'm going to show you some of my more complex works right now, but I wanted just to show this one first. It's cute. Okay, everybody, so this is a piece of my abstract art that is very multi-dimensional. I'm going to show you it now. This one is called Complicated Truth. This one is called Layered Truth, Complicated Abstraction. That's what it's called. I can barely remember the titles of so many of them. So this was actually the first piece I ever did that was playing around with multi-canvases. I'm going to show you how this looks. This is currently sitting on a table only because it is easier for me to show you guys this work when it is sitting down, because the lighting in here is not great, but these are rigged to hang on a wall. These are sculptural wall hangings. They're not made to be sat on a table. But if you look at this, do you see the way it pops? And I'm sorry about the boxes in the background. That's more of my art. I'm in between exhibitions right now, so I have to store my art in here until I can take it out. But you see the way that is layered? We have multi-layered canvases and sculptures and little figures. And then we have a lot of holographic elements. This is holographic paper that is gold. This is sparkly paper that I cut out, and it's got a little keyhole in here with some abstract shapes. And all of this is just very basic abstract painting. I don't think you guys have seen a lot of my painting work. I usually put a lot of my painting in with abstract forms. So this is my painting, and then it's highlighted with sculptural forms, and I'm known for doing this work. This is one of the pieces that has actually shown pretty widely in galleries, which is really cool. And I figured I'd make a video of it to show you it because it is home with me right now. So it's got really like an explosion of color, and it's got painting and sculpture. We have purple here that's kind of holographic, black that's kind of holographic. It's chaotic, but even though it's very chaotic, it also, all the black parts like that you see like here and here and here, and obviously on the frame, kind of draw the eye in. And then you also see a lot of green, a lot of red, some blue, some purple, and then there are flashes of orange throughout it as well, and white obviously. But it's very chaotic, but I don't know, it somehow does have like its own strange science fiction kind of appeal to it. And this canvas is meant to be sideways. I did put this one on lopsided. So this is actually the first piece I ever did in this multi-layered style. So is that one. Now this piece is quite a big one. This one is called Sea Serpent's Nautical Voyage, and it does feature a canvas that is on top of another canvas. It's got this big frame. It's got this sculptural element that looks like a sea monster, and this is white clay that I painted. You got these sculptural elements. This is holographic paper with more sculptural elements on top. And this piece is designed to turn 360 degrees on a wall. It can be viewed from any angle. The reason it's turning so easily is because it is rigged on the back to turn 360 degrees. So you can hang it any direction that you want. The vast majority of my work can be hung. In fact, aside from the Cat Cafe piece you saw, other than that, like all of these pieces have the rig on the back, and I will add the rig to the Cat Cafe if they want it. I only didn't add that to the back just because I don't know whether people at the Cat Cafe particularly want it to be so easily moved, because you know, customers and stuff, they just want to get it. But this piece is called Sea Serpent's Nautical Voyage, and this piece actually won me 3rd place in a sculpture competition, in the sculpture category of a show. And it's hilarious because I wasn't expecting that, because even though this is sitting on a table now, it is meant to hang on a wall. These are sculptural wall hangings, they're not really sculptures. So I couldn't believe it when this actually won 3rd place for sculpture, I guess, for this. But it did, and I was very pleased. I've won 1st place a couple of times. I've won 3rd place. I have never won 2nd place. So I'm hoping at some point later this year to enter some pieces into shows, and I really want to get 2nd place because I never won a red ribbon. I have 2 blue ribbons and a white ribbon for 3rd place, but I don't have a single red ribbon, so I really want to win 2nd place. And this is a little bracelet. So yeah, this piece is really relaxing. A lot of people do like this piece, and it features the holographics, dark blue and light blue, and yellow and lighter yellow on the polymer clay. super light blue and medium blue and dark blue, and then these little keyholes. So that is Sea Serpent's Nautical Voyage. Okay, so this piece is one of my most complicated ones to date, without a doubt. It's very colorful. I'm holding the light away just because I don't want too much of a shine. But this is called Galactic Toy Box, and it features a lot of elements. This one really pops off the wall. I mean, this one pops off the wall. You see how tall it is? Probably by almost like 7 inches. And because it pops off the wall so profoundly, I have made sure that every single space is full of rhinestones. Even if you look at it from the side, there's always something interesting to perceive and something interesting to look at. This looks like, see the way that it has like depth and layer, but this is also plastic. This is a piece of an earring. These are my sculptural forms, bottle caps, and it's just very, very, very abstract. We have these little, like, these are like clear containers, and I put like paint on the bottom. They dried, and then I put the clay on top of it, just trying to get this effect of like a lava effect. And then this one is just polymer clay inside of a dome, and this hangs from a wall 3, 4. These are bottle caps from juice that make a really interesting shape, and I put them at the bottom. And there's more bottle caps underneath them, so when this is hanging on a wall, they hang really, really straight. I don't know, it's going to be hard to show it, but there's some painting elements here. This piece is spray painted and hand painted. This is a giant sculptural form underneath it, and a rhinestone, of course. And then this is a mirror, and I gotta be really careful with this. I do not have any makeup on tonight. Okay, so definitely you don't want to see me in the mirror. And then there's another mirror. So this one has red, orange, and yellow features. And this one has blue, green, and purple features. And then this one is kind of a mix. So this is a really crazy piece. I just showed this off. And funny story. This piece is very new. It's a baby. I only made it in, I would say this piece was finished early January. I'm not going to flip it over to, I remember its name. I don't remember its exact birth date. But anyway, the first time I ever showed it off was at a show in January of 2019. And this show was pretty much entirely like realistic art. I'm talking abstracts and portraits and landscapes. Or not abstracts, but like portraits and landscapes and like charcoals. Like there were no abstracts. And I walked in with this. And this thing got like so much attention. Like some people were absolutely horrified by it. Like some people thought it was like really cool and funny. Other people were completely horrified. And the thing that makes this story so funny is the fact that this actually won, like the show was judged in a really strange way. Like there was only one winner per category. There wasn't first, second, or third place. There was only like one winner per category. And even though it was pretty obvious that a lot of people in this really traditional art show were like horrified by this thing, it actually won honorable mention. It won honorable mention in the official flyer, and I won a little prize for that, which was really, really cool. And the best part of it is that aside from winning honorable mention from the judges, who were, I thought they were kind of horrified by it, but they still gave it honorable mention, so that's kind of cool. But the best part of it was that the audience, or the people that came to see the show over a course of 6 weeks, were able to vote on which piece they thought was like the coolest in the show, the best in the show. And this actually won audience or viewer's choice, basically. So that was really, really cool. So in the middle of this show of like all this like extremely traditional work, there was just this crazy, insane thing. And I really have to show you guys what this looks like hanging from a wall, because yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that was just such a funny story about like how the first time I ever showed it, this like bizarre, insane thing in the middle of all this traditional work, and it actually did really well despite its settings. So Yeah, I have to show this off again at some point. I'm probably going to go to an exhibition in 3 days from now. I'm probably going to enter it in. I have a show in 3 days, and I think this is one of the pieces I'm going to take. So, we'll see. Okay, guys, and the lighting in here is like horrible right now because it's really late at night. But this is what the piece looks like on a wall. That's what it looks like when it hangs on a wall. And it makes like all these insane shadow effects now. 1 second, let me show you it from the side. And again, the light is not going to cooperate here. 1 second. That's what it looks like from the side. And that piece there is drooping because I have to add a block under that so it stops drooping. Because this is cardboard, and even though it's tough cardboard, I guess that was too heavy for it, so I have to add a block to it. That's part of the reason I had it out, because I need to fix that before it goes to the show. But this is what it looks like. Come here. This is what it looks like hanging up. So can you imagine the response or the shock of the judges who came in and saw this? I'm trying to avoid the mirror. Came in and saw this insane thing in an otherwise really, really traditional show. Yeah. It must have been quite a shock. But there it is, hanging from the wall. And yeah, it makes quite an impact. And I also showed it at a big show in New York in April, and it did really well there too. People liked it, but I still haven't managed to sell it, mostly because I do have this priced really high, because to be honest, it was so much work, and it just makes such an impression when you see it that part of me doesn't want to sell it. I just want to take it around and show it. So there we go. So this piece is called Symbiosis, and this one was created around the same time as Galactic Toy Box, except this piece has a great deal of dignity. This is a piece that you could hang in an office, and it would be fine in an office. It's quite dignified compared to a lot of my other work, which is just like crazy, like party clowns gone wild type of vibe. But anyway, this one, it is layered again, and you got these layers, and this is glass. It is kind of dusty. I have to clean this off. The one bad thing about these is that it's really hard to clean them. I have to get like this. I have a special duster that I use to clean these off because dust gets everywhere. But anyway, the main colors here are black, gold, white, and then little hints of silver. And all the white in this piece is like a pearlescent white. So it's really black, white, gold, silver, and little hints of copper here and there. These are sculptural, sorry about this. These are sculptural forms. And all of these are just like sculptural forms, and then just shapes. These are interesting found objects. I think they were originally part of a game. These are little sparkly beads. This is holographic paper. And this one is called Symbiosis. And it also is it's a three-dimensional wall hanging. And once again, this one is also meant to hang on a wall. And I showed this at a big art show in April with the other one, the crazy Galactic Toy Box that I showed you. And it's interesting, they really contrasted, because like the other one is so crazy, like a 4-year-old's ball pit McDonald's party, and this one is like so dignified, like a Wall Street office. But a lot of people said the second that they saw them, they knew that the same artist had done them, which was really cool, because artists like to be distinctive. So I'm going to show you one more piece, and then that will be it for the crazy artwork. Alright, so this here is called Dance of the Treasure Chest, and I'm going to move the light away so you can see it. This one is a little baby. I just finished making it not that long ago. I think it was born in like March or so. And here's my hand, and here's the piece. It's really, really, really tiny. Like from this point to this point, it's less than 10 inches because this was entered into a small work show. So this is made with this is made an interesting way. So this here is a shadow box, so it's deep. And then this is a clay element. I also painted the shadow box. Then this is a clay sculptural form. This is a clay sculpture form, and I gotta stay away from the mirror because I don't have any makeup on right now, and it would be really, really horrifying for you guys to see me in this state. These are polymer clay elements. There's also polymer clay elements on the top. This is a reflective light. I found this at Home Depot, which is like a wonderful store for an artist. And then I put on top of it a sculptural form. These are some red beads that have sparkly red nail polish put on the bottom of them to make them even more obnoxious. And then this is a bouncy ball, and this is a big bouncy ball, and there's a third bouncy ball here. And then this is a clear acrylic frame. And as you can see from the bottom, we have limestones, we have red limestones and yellow limestones. We have lots of these little sculptural forms. It goes all the way around. So this piece gets a lot of attention when it shows, and because it's crazy. And I'm going to show you what it looks like hanging from a wall as well. But it's called Dance of the Treasure Chest, and it features like painting, like there's some of my painting elements here, found objects like this bead, my sculptural work. It just features a lot of different type of work in it, which is cool. So let me show you what this one looks like hanging up. Okay, so here is Dance of the Treasure Chest hanging on a wall, and it is 360 degrees, so it does turn 360 degrees, but let me also show you how, like, look at the reflection that this makes. And then this is what it looks like from the side. And then this is what it looks like from the other side. One thing I need to mention is that this is in between shows right now, and I'm actually going to be putting two little rigs at the bottom here, just so that when it pops out, it will be completely straight. Because right now, one thing I'm not happy about, you see the way that it's hanging sideways? It shouldn't be doing that. I have to tighten the wire in the back, and I need to put some little, I don't know, like little hook pieces, I don't know what you call them, at the bottom, just so that when it stands on the wall, it will be like completely like against the wall. So please excuse its appearance right now, but this is what it looks like when it hangs up. So, very crazy. So, thank you very, very much. I gotta watch. I don't want to be on camera because I don't look very good right now. Thank you very, very much for watching this video and checking out my art. And I hope you will check back to my channel soon for more of my traditional type of ASMR videos. But some of you requested that you wanted to see more of my